we go. It's time for the
Bottom line.
The final two questions of the show. It's the terrible twos. Everybody knows.
Bottom line.
Question number one.
Bridget knows the bottom line.
I know.
She knows.
Feeling
Foxy.
boxy.
We all said it. All right. So question number one, Michael Kenyon Rosenberg. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this first episode of Love, Death, and Robots entitled A Three Robots?
Yeah. I just give it a straight 7. I enjoyed it a lot, but as far as like there was not a whole lot of like story that was like going to be like compelling me to be like, oh, this is such an interesting story, I need to watch. It was just a lot of fun, and so for that, 3 robots, you get a 7. Congratulations!
Congrats! Woo!
Celebrate!
Yeah.
However, on the flip side of things, Bridget Fitzgerald, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this first episode? Higher or lower than Michael Kenyon Rosenberg? My guess is higher. Survey says.
Survey is correct. Ding, 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 ding. I said it's an 8 because 8 is great, and so is this show. I had a great time. Yeah. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It made me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly don't get surprised that often. Maybe again, I do watch too much TV, but this one surprised me. So that gives it high marks in my Foxy book.
I was surprised a little bit by 2 things. One was I was surprised that I actually enjoyed it less than I expected based on how much it was, seemed to be revered and by whom. Because I usually, you trust the people and you go, oh, then maybe I will like this one. But I was also surprised that I actually wished it was longer. I would have, I wanted a few, right? Normally I'm like, oh, great, it's over super early. But this time I was like, I would have liked to see more of these. I really like the characters. And I would have been happy to see 5 or 10 minutes more of character development and more about the story, So surprisingly, I actually think it suffered from being so short. Personally, I think. I gave it a 5.5. Sorry to say, 5.5. I found it to be enjoyable.
Better than average.
Yep. Enjoyable. Michael Kenyon Rosenberg, for the purposes of this podcast, we all had to watch the first episode of Love, Death, and Robots. But now that the podcast is over and we're free to move about the internet, would you, of your own volition, watch the second episode?
So this is an anthology series, so every episode would be different. However, I did see that they revisited these 3 characters.
I saw that too.
In the 3rd season. So yeah,
because when you go onto Netflix, sometimes it starts on season 3 or something like that, and it said 3 robots and something else. So I was, maybe that's
strategy. Yeah.
My mind is blown.
Yeah. So, but I looked. Obviously, I scrolled down to see what's the second episode. How long is that one? What's it about? That kind of thing. In preparation to answer this question, because the next episode is not going to have anything to do with this episode. These 3 characters, they're done until the 3rd season. And so what happens now with the second episode? Would I watch it? So just scrolling down, I saw that they're all like 12 to 17-ish minutes, maybe 18 is like the longest one that I saw. And so, yeah, why not? I would watch it. Sure. If I've got like 15 to 20 minutes to kill, and I want to watch something, but I don't want to watch something like 23 minutes or long or a half hour, because I'm like, I got to go to bed soon. I don't want to like have to like get into something. I just want to watch something fun. Then yeah, I would definitely watch this one. I would definitely watch the second.
Interesting. So Michael was just as influenced by his research afterwards than the first episode. Cool. Bridget, would you watch the second, however?
I have to tell you that this podcast is taking me on a roller coaster because like at the beginning, when you said it was an anthology and we'll never see these people again, I was like, never watching again. And then you said, oh, we might see them again like 2 seasons later. And then I'm like, maybe I fast forward to those episodes because I really like these robots. Honestly, I have the reverse effect. I feel more like Ryan than I do like Mike with the length of this episode. Like I wish it was longer because I really enjoyed the characters and I really was having fun with the vibes of this episode. Like it was smart and it was funny, it was playful, and I was just like, I love all those things together. That's like a perfect Venn diagram of everything I love. So with that in mind, yeah, I'd probably watch like that season 3 episode and just see what happens with them. But like as far as like going in, like it feels like the reason I don't watch kids TV is because I like a longer format. Like I don't like feeling like, oh, and it's done. Oh, and it's done. Oh, and it's done. There's only 2 shows that I've watched that like consistently that were on a big screen and not like just a TikTok thing or something like that. That were like short forms. Like I would say that I've watched a couple of the Peacock shows. Like there was one called like, what was it, Murder House, where they like they revamp a house where a murderer was in and like remake it up, and that was like really fascinating to watch. And those were about, I would say like, I don't know, 10-minute episodes, 7-minute episodes, something like that. And then there was another one with called Die Hard, I think, with and that was really funny. It was just like another action comedy, and I thought that was really funny too, so I watched that one too. But as far as like the length, I feel like this is why I don't watch Coco Melon. Also, I'm a grown-up. So.
Coco Melon? I haven't heard of any of these things.
Isn't that a child's show that's really popular now? Guys, I'm an aunt. Did you know? I have many.
Look like a fox.
Oh, well, always. Yeah.
Bump.
Yes. But actually, I do know children. Not like I keep them in my basement, but I do know of them, and their programming is much shorter than ours. Like Peppa Pig is very short, and I don't think I could watch those because I need something a little bit longer.
So
guys, please watch the first Peppa Pig here. Make them vamp for an hour about Peppa Pig, please. Ryan's smiling. For those who are listening,
it's
Ryan
short.
is
It's short.
He cannot wait to do Peppa Pig.
It's short. I'll say this. Bridget started the campaign for us to watch My Little Pony.
Yes. And wasn't it one of the best episodes, guys? Shout it out.
According to Rico.
It was one of the best episodes of the show.
Yeah.
No, I love this. I thought it was highly watchable. It was one of my favorite ones of WTF that I've ever seen. And I wasn't even in it. So that's saying something.
Well, thank you. That's high praise.
I agree. Thank you. Yeah. You heard it here first, people. WTF Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
And watch our My Little Pony. Yes. It is episode number 74. That's WTF 74 with Rico E. Anderson and Darth F.S. Shuey.
How many have there been so far?
Of this show?
Yeah. What are we on right now?
This is 118. What?
Ooh,
episode 118. Yep.
Yeah.
That's nice. Ooh, baby. Yeah.
So Bridget, I couldn't help but notice that you didn't quite answer the question.
The real
you
question.
Said you would watch the next season 3, and so I started to type in yes. But then when you just said that episode, I had to delete the yes.
Why does that not count?
That's not the second episode.
The second, yeah.
Oh. Jury's still out. Probably not. I would skip ahead, I guess. Why does that not count? I feel like that's really not.
The question is, would you watch the second?
If it's an anthology, then I'm watching a second episode. It's not the second episode, and that's just splitting hairs.
That's what we do. We watch the first and we ask about the second. Those are the only 2 things.
Or sometimes Ryan will watch the second on accident and we ask him if he would watch the first.
That's happened.
What happened? When was that? Was that Star Trek, the original series?
Altered Carbon.
Yeah, Altered Beast.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I was like, it was dumb. They weren't explaining much. And they're like, well, you didn't watch the first episode. That's why.
Funny.
I was like, okay, well,
great.
Yeah. So that was a little.
Did you guys watch Yellow Jackets yet? You already watched that?
No. WTF
guys, watch the
Jackets.
first Yellow Jackets. That one's great. I'm watching that now too. Guys, I have a lot of things. Apparently, I like TV.
But Ryan,
which, yep, here
we want to know.
Well, this is
would
easy.
You, of your own volition.
Yeah.
This is easy because for me, Bridget basically gave my answer for me, which is I feel like I don't have any reason to watch the second episode. I'm not planning on it, so it's a no.
Just like I predicted, yeah.
But I think I may actually go watch season 3, episode 1, just to watch,
See?
just out of
Get to
curiosity.
see what happened.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just out of
Yeah.
curiosity to revisit these guys, and also just to see like what they're doing with it. Like, are they? It's interesting to think that they'll have a part 2 in an anthology series. Like, are they going to have a part 3? Are they going to have, what's the story there? It's a kind of just a curiosity about the series
Yeah.
structure.
I don't even know that it's a continuation of the first episode. It might just be them on a completely different adventure. So
It might not
I'd
even be
still
them
be
for all I
down
know.
with that.
it's them. It is them.
It's
Okay.
them. Michael
Anyway.
wouldn't lie to us and set us up. That's not Michael's jam. That's
It's not my jam.
you.
It's mine
That's
though.
you, Ryan.
One of my
Yeah,
core, one of my
yeah,
personal
I
core
getcha.
values is honesty.
I'm gonna
so.
get me.
Yeah. So I guess that's about it, everybody. If you'd like us to review a show like Porky Pig, what was the pig thing? Powder Puff?
Peppa
Peppa.
Peppa
Peppa
Pig.
Pig, right?
Then
Or
if
Coco
you-
Melon. Really get hardcore on these children's
is that like a
TV
Either
shows.
one.
bikini thing?
No, I don't
Like
know
the
why you've
coconut,
never.
the
Are you
coconut
pretending
bikinis?
that you've never heard of this? This is one of the most popular
I
children's
heard of
TV
I've never heard of
shows
Lululemon.
right now. I'm very
Lululemon?
Never heard of
confused.
it.
Lululemon is a yoga company. Like they make yoga clothing.
Oh,
You need to do more yoga and watch Coco Melon. WTF? I'll
Okay.
just write it in everything. I'm gonna go really aggro on you guys and just go back in time and just rewrite, like put on all of the ones where I am a WTF of different children's shows. Do I have the free time? Let's all find out.
we'll do it. Maybe we'll have an entire month of children's shows because you guys,
Oh,
Yeah,
July,
good idea.
July is sitcom month.
Sitcom.
August
Yeah.
is
August.
superheroes.
Superhero.
I love
September
that.
September.
is probably going to be like Saturday morning cartoons where, we're really
Ooh.
close on that, but definitely cartoons, animated kind of stuff.
Did you do
October,
like a Teenage
obviously
Mutant Ninja
horror.
Turtles new and old Ninja
We
Turtle?
have not.
No.
No.
not
Okay,
yet.
well,
But
I'm just-
October is
Yeah.
obviously going to be horror month.
Yeah.
oh yeah, makes
Yep.
sense.
So everybody at home, go ahead and let us know what you'd like us to watch in the comments below so that they stay there forever, not just in the live chat. And
I'm pointing my hand down, but the avatar doesn't have hands,
oh,
so
bummer.
I'm pointing it down. Put it
So
below.
other than that, just make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Share it with your
Ring
friends.
that bell.
And this podcast was foxy.
Yeah, you know it. Oh,
This
oh.
podcast was not robotic, but it was a love, and hopefully it doesn't end in death.
This podcast is death now because it's over. So sad.
Aww.
Rest in peace, podcast. This
Speaking of
episode is-
pieces, everybody remember what Mr. Michael Kenyon Rosenberg always likes to say.
Well, if you're thinking about dying, make sure that
What a
before that you
transition.
register to be an organ donor. I wouldn't
Wow.
recommend it, but you never know when you're going to die, so just register anyway. But then once you've done that 3 or 4 times, then make sure to watch the first of things.
All right, freeze frame,
Yay.
everybody.
I don't freeze frame, but I'm just going to get
I'm
up 'cause my
freezing.
watch is telling me, oh, you got to get up. Come on, Mike, move
I'm
around.
freezing.
Get up and move around.